now. But what I will tell you is take notes on the things that like seem like action steps. Okay. So don't try to take like vigorous notes because that you miss things like that. Take notes on things that you're like, oh, I should do that today or like tomorrow. That's something that that's a really awesome idea. Maybe I should do that. On things like that. That way you can, move quickly through this stuff. All right. So first, I'm really pumped up to be here with you guys. Kathleen asked me to come and share some things. So I'm sure many of you guys probably don't know who I am, which is all good. I think that's even – I actually love situations like this where no one knows who I am because I think it's really cool. But I'm going to go for about 30 minutes, and then I'll take maybe 20 minutes for Q&A or anything like that. But what I'm going to share tonight, guys, is really how to start conversations with people, how to transition that conversation to business, and ultimately how to get more people either closing them or obviously watching the information. So watching the information comes first, because if you're closing people without watching the information, that's probably one of the worst things you can do in network marketing, is closing someone based off of them just loving who you are. Okay. I know it can feel good, but it's probably one of the most detrimental things to duplication. All right. So again, my name is Ryan. I have been in I got into network marketing when I was in 2014. I came into network marketing because of my girlfriend at the time. We just had our son, and she was actually staying at home. I was working. I was a grinder. I worked 70 hours a week. But I've always had a hustle. I was a baseball player for a long time, so I've always wanted, a life of just freedom and just playing baseball. That I retired from playing baseball just because, I just was not ready for a professional baseball career mentally. If I would have had personal development through college and possibly through high school, I probably would be in the big leagues today. And that's just a testament to how important it is to be reading every day, to be around people that are stretching you. I posted today about, all these people and especially network marketing. They'll say stuff like, I just want to get around like-minded people, right? I just want to get around like-minded people. I don't want to be around like-minded people. I want to be around people that think bigger than me, that think better than me, that think further down the road than I do, that can see things in a different way, because I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. Okay. If I'm the smartest person in the room, I'm in the wrong damn room. Okay. So I got into network marketing, honestly, because I was looking to help my girlfriend make more money from home. So I typed in how to make money from home. I ended up buying some like $10 how to make money from home kit. And that's what led me to network marketing. And since then, I think my first check in network marketing was $4, and I worked my ass off for that check. Like, I grinded for that $4 check. Okay. And I was working, again, 70 hours a week. My girlfriend didn't want to do it. I ended up, building this business myself and like really just going at it. I was the guy with the cooler. Okay. I was in Vima. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Vima back in the day, but, it was the energy drink thing, right? And like, it was, what's up? You shake the energy drink and you always keep it chill. That was the deal. And so when I was working, I was going into these plants because I sold industrial products. So I'd always be going into these plants, and I had my cooler with me, and I would just make, hey, you want to buy a $3 energy drink? All right. Like, hey, I was taking cash. I was doing anything to get the product in someone's hand. That's what I did. And I grinded my butt off for $4. But it really helped me get to where I am today. And I hope that story kind of like helps you feel better about where you are. No matter where you are in this industry, you're in it. And that's a blessing, because network marketing for us has led us to an amazing life, not just in network marketing. I think that we have on speed dial more millionaires friends because of network marketing, because just for being in the industry. So even if you don't make any money, this industry can make you rich. Trust me when I say that. Even if you don't make $1, in your network marketing business, this industry can make you rich. I had a coaching client today who I had to tell, I said, dude, I don't think network marketing is for you. However, I still think you should show up to every meeting. I still think you should show up to every phone call, because I think for him, building a digital photography business is in his best interest right now. However, getting around the millionaires, getting around the people that are teaching the business skills that are in network marketing, it can make you absolutely rich. Okay. So, that's just kind of my story. I don't kick off anything without talking about mindset. Okay. So, I want to understand. So first, I want to know from you guys, okay, say what's up, because I do very interactive stuff, okay? We were just kicking off October, all right, last 90 days of not just 2019, but the decade, okay? The decade's over, all right?
Cool.
So first, just take a second and just throw up some just like mad gratitude, just for being on this planet again. You know what I mean? Like, and if you're not muted, go ahead and mute out. That way, I'll keep the people out. I know my kids be loud too. It's all good. It's like they don't know how to do inside things, especially my son. Like I mean, don't let that little kid get excited, because he will blow your ear off. And like, I just don't think he does inside. Like, it's just either it's zero and he's mute and doesn't know what to say and he just stares at you like a deer, or it's 11 and you know he's going to make himself deaf. That's what I think. But so here's what I want you to do in the chat. Okay, last 90 days of the decade. What's your goal? Okay, what's your goal? What do you want to do by January 1st? You know, I'm huge on goal setting. I'll give you guys some cool resources that you can plug into at the end of this. Okay. But I'm gonna kind of treat this like I do with each and every person that I coach one-on-one. And so I want you to kind of take that in and use it however you feel. Okay. I also want to know what you want to walk away with tonight. Okay. Again, this is going to be kind of around the whole conversation thing, connecting with people online, creating better conversation, and getting more people to the presentation, because that's the game. Okay. And your goal that you put in there right now is going to be a very big determinant of like of the activity that takes place over the next 90 days for you. Okay. And honestly, guys, where most network marketers are, my wife and I founded a company that we really try to, the whole goal of our company it's called Intentional Lifestyle Creators. And the entire mission behind Intentional Lifestyle Creators is to help you be a better entrepreneur. Okay. I feel like a lot of gurus, especially in the network marketing industry, they want you to do better, but they won't want to dig deep enough inside of you to help you get to where you need to be as an entrepreneur, because they think you'll quit. And so in my mind, and again, I keep it real. In my mind, that's bullshit. Okay. In my mind, we should be if the mainstream message doesn't make you be a better person, then I need to switch the message. Does that make sense, guys? Because if what I'm saying doesn't help you find the better Andrea, if it doesn't help you find the better Teresa, the Michelle, then we're not doing our job. If I'm just saying like, you're just not there yet, so don't do this or don't do that because you're just not good enough yet. No, I need to get you there, right? If I'll talk about the first thing in mindset that I want to talk about is typically, the whole thing around network marketing, that it's not sales, it's sharing, right? And I want you to embrace that everything we do is sales. My newborn 3-month-old child sells my wife he sells us all on picking him up, right? Not just her. I'm probably worse. He sells when he needs a diaper change, right? We sell from the beginning of life, but then we somehow let our environment, our friends, our family talk us out of being salespeople, or salespeople are bad or pushy, right? Salespeople solve problems. That's what they do. Like, we solve problems. We're problem solvers. And uh, we need to embrace that. Every single one of us should be better than the person that we were yesterday. That should be our mission. I know in network marketing, it's an industry where there's a lot of recognition. Okay, we need to start giving each other more recognition, not just for rank advancing, not just for customers, not just for business building or volume. We need to start recognizing each other for being better than we were yesterday. Okay, becoming the person that we need to be in order to make this planet a better place. Okay. And the next thing in terms of mindset that I wanted to cover is everything is story. And the cool thing about that is when you start becoming the person that you need to become, you're going to create amazing stories. And that's what sells. I know you hear it all the time. Hey, facts tell, stories sell. Yeah. All right. Tell better stories. Everything is a story. The reason I told that kid to not do network marketing for that particular company is because he had no story with the product or the opportunity. You got no story, you got nothing. So if you have no story right now, or you feel like your story is not good enough, one, it probably is good enough. Okay. Has anyone ever seen the movie Catch Me If You Can? It's got Tom Hanks, I believe. It's Con Artist. Okay. And one of the examples in that movie is, he pretends to be a college professor, right? And he shows up to this college and he ends up teaching an entire semester of a course. And the cool thing about that example is you don't have to be the expert. All you have to do is just read 2 chapters ahead of the class and you're good. Okay. So instead of trying to be better than the person that, is, making $1 trillion already, you just have to put yourself in front of people that will be intrigued by your story. Instead of you're not trying to close me, right? Your story, all it needs to do is get the attention of the person that you're just 2 chapters ahead of. And that's all it takes. So everything is story. Every objection you get, tell a story. Every post you do on social media should be pretty much telling a story. It doesn't have to be a long story. You don't have to say, all right, well, you don't have to go Star Wars on people. You know what I mean? In a galaxy far, far away long ago, and just drop it on people. Sometimes they're short stories. Sometimes they're little, sometimes it's just a picture. I mean, there's different types of story, but everything is story on social media. Okay. Our goal is to make friends, not to make sales. You don't make sales on social media. I'll tell you that straight up right now. You just don't. Okay. You make sales either on the phone or in the inbox on Zoom. That's where you're going to make your sales. Okay. Social media is just a thing that you connect people. Okay. So, and last thing in terms of mindset shifts. Okay. And some of these you may want to just kind of have just to when you start your day or before you start your work day, your network marketing work day, revert back to those and be like, okay, I am good at sales. I'm a problem solver. I'm going to tell good stories today. I'm here to make friends. And last thing is I have an abundance of time. A lot of us are putting so much pressure on ourselves to crush it in network marketing or crush it as an entrepreneur or whatever the case, because we think we should have made $1 million yesterday. Okay. I'm going to give you an example. If it's 8:16 here, I don't know if anybody's on the West Coast, but it's 5:16 over there. And if you had to be somewhere, okay, it's 8:16 over here. If I had to be somewhere at 9 o'clock, it's 45 minutes from now. And I knew that the destination was 45 minutes away. Okay. So I'm leaving right on time. Right. But I hit traffic. And then I pull out of my driveway, I pull out of the neighborhood, and all of a sudden it's like this just deadlock traffic. And I'm like, shit, I'm not going anywhere. And maybe it's a meeting that I need to go to. Maybe it's, super important. Your anxiety level, as soon as you hit that traffic, is going to go out the roof, right? Because you're going to be like, holy crap, I'm out. I don't have time. However, if you left maybe an hour ahead of time or just happened to leave the house, and you had a couple hours to spare for a 45-minute trip and you hit the exact same traffic, are you going to feel that same anxiety in the car? Probably not, right? Why? Because you have time. Because you know you're immediately going to tell yourself, that's cool. I got time. Maybe I'll pop in an audio book, you know, maybe I'm stuck here. So maybe I'll throw the old makeup on, you know, do something like that. Check the teeth, right? You got time. Same thing goes for your business. You have time. Trust me. You have time. You don't have to compete with somebody else that did it in 32 days and 4 seconds. You don't have to, do it in, record-breaking time that you hit this customer rank or you hit this rank or you made that event or you did this speech or no one gives a shit. No one cares. You're running your race. And guess what? God already said you're going to win. If he told you and gave you the vision, it's a fixed fight. It's a one race already. You just have to keep running. Okay? Nobody cares how you cross the finish line. Just cross it. No one's going to be like, oh, you know what? Give me the trophy back. Give it back. No, because you didn't do it enough. No one cares. You're not giving out trophies like that. It's your race. Stop running somebody else's race. It's an easy way to crash. And so anytime you feel like you're in comparison mode, immediately go into gratitude mode. Okay? As soon as you feel like, oh my God, that person's driving a car that I want, skirt, pull a Cardi B, break it back, and go into gratitude mode, okay? You say, oh my God, I'm so happy and grateful that that person has that car. I'm so happy and grateful that they have that house. I'm so happy and grateful that they hit that rank in that moment, and do whatever you need to do. If it means sending them a message, if it means calling them, if it means sending them a gift, I don't care. Go over gratitude. When you start to feel comparison, counter it with gratitude, okay? And the more you do it, even if you did send them a gift, even if you went to Amazon and said, hey, dude, what's your email address? I'm going to send you $20 just because I love you. Send it in love, not in like, oh, shit, now I can't get gas in my car, or you know what I mean? And we have to start paying our bills like that too. We can't be like, oh, man, I hate AT&T because they ripping me off. Damn, cellular never have service. And my text messages never go through. You have to send it in gratitude. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm sending them this money because I can build my business from my phone, or because I'm able to connect with my parents, or that I'm able to FaceTime people that I normally wouldn't be able to even communicate with. I mean, just gratitude, right? So in order, let's break it down, all the good stuff. So I just went through like 20 minutes of just like shifting your mind, okay? But I cannot – the technical things that I can teach you will not work unless I do that work for you. Okay. So let's go over here. Let's talk about some things. My goal is to bring in $2,000 by January 2020. All right, cool. I'm going to show you how to do some, and I'll send you guys a video, but all that comes down to is the math. Like, think about it. How many customers do you need to create $2,000 in commissions? Typically in network marketing, this is how most stuff works, minus bonuses, minus stuff, everything. Typically, every network marketing company is going to pay out around 10 to 15%, sometimes 20%, but they pay off volume. So if you want to make $2,000, create $20,000 in volume. That's pretty much how it goes. That's how it is. For every $10,000 in volume that you drive, and do the math. Like, I guarantee if everybody on here that knows what their check is, you can pretty much vouch that around there is what you get paid. Okay. So you think, all right, what do I need to do to create $20,000 in volume? I may need this amount of customers, and I may need this amount of people creating this amount of customers to create that amount of volume. And that's what you do. You just do the math. If you have, by January 2020, you've got 87 days to do it. Do the math. Okay. Money is in Messenger. Okay. That's all right. So let me know too, like, again, what your goals are. My goal is to bring in 20,000 or more a month from multiple income sources in our journey. Okay, cool. I can guarantee you, I'm not going to make this about multiple streams of income, but I tell you this, Creating multiple streams of income comes down to creating one stream of income all day long. You create a stream that overflows, and it will create other streams of income. Promise you. Okay. So don't get caught up in the hype of multiple streams of income, anybody, because typically it's just going to come down to like you being able to create one stream, one audience, one person, and it'll typically lead to other things that serve that same audience. Okay. Which leads me into the first thing of connecting with people. You need to understand who you're looking for. Does this make sense? You cannot connect with people online. You cannot start solid conversations, and you cannot close people that you don't want to freaking be around. Okay. Sometimes these planes just come in and F-bombs just fly out. They're just. This is my friend. What's your name?
Nita.
Nita. It's my friend Nita. That's my friend Nita. Everybody say hey to Nita. She's just getting some stuff.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. You trying to make some money, shawty? The point that I want to make is if you're connecting with the wrong people, no bueno. One of the things that no guru teaches, I don't care if you're in the particular events that people are at right now. I don't care if you're following so-and-so. This is what they never teach. They never teach you how to find your person. Guess what they all want to teach you? They want to teach you, hey, here's what to say. Here's how to post. Here's how to do social media. Here's how to do all these things. Here's how to close people. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person. Somebody just say hashtag amen, hashtag facts, okay? You have to figure out who your person is, okay? And you need to take some time to really think about like, okay, who am I looking for? Who do I want to go to this event with? Who do I want to connect with? You know, I see when Kathleen popped on, and it's Ida or Ida. I don't know. I don't want to mess it up. Ida. Okay. So
Ita.
Ita. All right. So example. Okay. Ida pops on. Kathleen pops on. Hey, girl, what's up? Oh, shit. Just in the hotel room, just hanging out. Oh, what you drinking? I'm drinking water. What you drinking? I'm drinking tea. You know, like, oh, what kind of tea is it? You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like, you're not going to have those conversations with people you hate, right? We need to look for friends. And so one of my biggest tips when it comes to finding your person, okay, because I got so many around this thing, but like, I want to give you one that's going to like really hit on each one, okay? It's your overcome list. I want to read something to you because I felt like I got like a huge, it started a big conversation in one of our groups. So I'm going to read it to you because I felt like it was good. All right. So I posted this. Yesterday was about belief. Belief starts with B-E. Today is about failure, and you can't be the person that you need to be to build the business that you want if you haven't gone through the failure that is required to reach the level that you desire. You failed at a lot of things in your life. That's how you've gotten to this point in this moment. Okay. I don't know if I did it. What got you here won't get you there. Okay. You need new failures, new stories, but you first need to use the failures and things you've overcome better. That's what we want you to do today. Make a list. Make a list of all the things you failed at. Next, make a list of all the things you've overcome in your life. The debt, the divorce, the death, the bankruptcy, the foreclosure, the repos, whatever it is. Make a list of everything that you've overcome. Okay? This is your overcome list. This list can be more valuable as you go through this challenge, but for now, bask in the confidence that you have overcome all these things. Be grateful for it. Who's to say you can't overcome what you may be going through right now? God has gotten you through everything you just wrote down. You deserve the credit, or he deserves the credit, the faith that he will see you through whatever you're going through now. And so what I want you to understand is when you make this overcome list of all the things that you've overcome, if you're going through something right now, then make a list of some shit that you're going through right now that you're looking to overcome and put it on paper. Okay. And guess what you do? You go to Facebook and you find groups, people, and that are either going through the same thing, okay, and or have gone through it, and that's how you build your list of people, of 5,000 friends, 1,000 friends, whatever you want. Okay, does this make sense, guys? If you've gone through debt, find some debt groups. If you're a mom that struggled through postpartum depression, then go find these groups. They're everywhere. And not only that, Facebook is pushing these shit out of Facebook groups. Commercials. They've got 3 commercials right now that I know of that they're running mad money and traffic to, telling people to join Facebook groups. One is about dads and daughters. The Facebook is running ads on TV. It's saying like, hey, this dad is getting his daughter ready for a baseball game, and this other dad's getting his daughter ready for a baseball game, and then they both meet up at the baseball game. They're not even sitting together, but they're texting each other, and they're saying, this was a great idea. Bring your daughter to the baseball game. One's a Mets fan, one's a Yankees fan, and then it's like Facebook groups bring people together, and it's like they're probably spending millions of dollars on that ad. And then there's another one where this guy's got a beagle, and he shows up to the beach with all these other dogs and stuff, and they just like, I just don't feel like I'm in the right place. Then he goes to Facebook and he finds a beagle group, and he goes to the beach, and it's all beagles. And now I feel like I'm at home. You need to do the same thing. You need to find your beagles. You need to find your beagles. You need to find the divorce. You need to find the weight loss. You need to find the depression. And sometimes, you can end up, if it's a depression group, you may go in there and you may kind of be depressed. You can kind of guess who's going to be in there. But if you go in there, okay, this is what you do in groups, okay? You be the most helpful person in there. When I go into a Facebook group, anytime I go into a Facebook group, I look for questions, I answer questions, and I answer them in a way that most people pay me for. And every time I get every time I get either a new client, new team member, something like that, every time, literally it's like almost 100%. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be funny, because that's just who I am. Okay. So if you're not funny, just be who you are. Okay. Just insert blank of like who you are. Okay. So if like, you're just like a really, like, if you're like Ida and you're just like, I just love tea. I'm like, like I know how to like do everything tea, then be tea, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be profound. I'm going to almost start conversations. I don't post in Facebook groups. I think you can sometimes, but that's not my main MO. I don't want to post in Facebook groups. All these gurus out there are like, hey, yeah, go in Facebook groups and like post in there and post your pics and do. Don't waste your time with that. Look for questions and comment on these questions, because when you comment, especially if it's a hot thread, guess who gets notified? Everybody in that thread. Okay. And you risk getting kicked out of groups because admins can't like really police every fucking comment. You know what I mean? Like, they just can't. It's impossible. Don't take advantage of that by any means. Just don't be like, all right, just go crazy in comments. But understand that they can't police that. Other thing, you may want to connect with the admins. Get on the admin's good side, because you mess around and recruit an admin in these groups. Guess what? They have a big audience. Hint, hint. Right? They have influence and they have the audience. So, like, if you get on the admin side and you become friends with the admin, then that's who you really should be trying to build rapport and relationships with. Okay. So that's kind of so building the right audience of people, that's where we're at. That overcome list, that's where your money is. And then you can do some other things like really connect. Like if you notice, this is a Modere training. So if you notice that like, oh, there's a lot of people coming from Rodan Field, or there's a lot of people coming from this so-and-so company, don't be a poacher, like don't be a vulture, but understand like you may want to start connecting with a few people that are there. You know what I mean? Like just hint, hint. And another thing that kind of spins off of that is get to the event. If you didn't go to the event, then you have no clue who's really inundated in the company. Like I would go to events just to look around and see who's here. You know what I mean? And so when I look for people online, it's like if I see this you know, I don't know if you guys know Stormy Wellington. Like she's in TLC. She like used to be a stripper, and like now she's like a multi-millionaire in network marketing. She did TLC, and so I know that if I go to a Modere event, she ain't gonna be there. She's just not gonna be there. She's not a part of that culture. That's just not her place. We all look for homes, okay? And so we need to look around at the event. Go to the phone, like on the every Saturday, the phone call, and like listen, and like, oh, this person did mortgage. All right, cool. Maybe next time I know that this person did mortgage, this person's real estate. If I connect with somebody in ACN, then there's a good chance that they know John Melton. If you know what I mean, like I'm just looking for these little clues everywhere when it comes to building my audience on Facebook. Make sense? Okay. And so the next thing that I want to do is I want to be able to start conversations with these people. And so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to their profile. And, one of the things I don't know if you guys know, Nancy, what's her name? She probably, this girl, her and Enrique comment on everything. Her name's Nancy Ohanian. And her husband is Enrique Olazabal. Can't remember his name. Anyway, they're in network marketing. They
No.
Uh-oh. Muted. All right. So but here's one of the things that they get a ton of traffic. Why? Because they comment on everything. They are everywhere. Your goal, if you're going to be on Facebook, stop scrolling and just leave 100 comments a day. I know it sounds like a lot. 25 in the AM, 25 at lunch, 25 at 6 at dinner time, and leave 25 at night. The only reason you should be scrolling Facebook is to leave comments. Be quick with it. Don't just leave an emoji, but like just be like, man, that's awesome, dude. And guess what? That's like leaving a business card every time. Okay. And when you start these conversations, again, you should be starting conversations with people based on their last 5 posts. Okay. I'm not going to go into like all the crazy details of this, but like, it's never a cold message. If I go to, I'll just share my screen because I haven't really shared my screen yet with you guys. It's never a cold message. Like if I go to my profile and, everyone kind of freaks out. I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to feel pushy, or I don't want to like message people cold. Like, have you ever felt like that before? Like, I don't want to just be in somebody's inbox just to be in there. But if I go to my last post and 42 people liked it, I can click right here on this post and I can now start a conversation with 41 other people. And I gave myself a high five. So there's 41 people. Okay. I actually gave myself a hug. Just love. I gave myself a damn hug. So I can start a conversation with Emilio, Carl, Lisa, Wendy, and then I can either go to their page and like look at their last 5 posts, like, maybe leave a comment and then start a conversation. And typically if I'm building an audience of people that we've gone through some of the same shit, like I'm probably going to have some ish to talk about, right? Yes and yes, right? And so now that we have something to talk about, how I transition conversations is really based off problem. That's the only word you need to know. Have I found a problem in their life? And how do you get to that problem? You say, Ryan, all you ask them, simple question, what you got going on this year? You can literally say like, hey, yo, what are your goals this month? What do you got going on this month? What's new? Like, what are you doing? Anything, working on anything, important, crazy, anything coming up? That will lead it to like down the road of like, oh, well, why aren't you getting that? Why aren't you hitting that goal? What's stopping you from hitting that goal? Just curious. Like, I love to use just curious because like you're friends. All right. So it's October 1st or 3rd. I can ask you, yo, what are your goals for the end of the year? Last 90 days of the decade, anything you're looking to accomplish? And if you're not getting any feedback from that person, like they're probably not like ambitious or anything like that. So then if you're not feeling the ambition, just lead it towards customer stuff. I mean, typically in Modere, you should probably be leading with the customer anyway, because that's typically how you're going to find business builders is through building a customer pod. But at the end of the day, you could ask them, hey, yo, do you have any like health goals or anything like that, before the end of the year or this month or whatever, and just get to, are you open? But once you find a problem, that's where you can transition to, hey, You know, the old Eric Worre thing, GoPro style of like, hey, if I would you, because now I found a problem. See, most people are trying to use those scripts and they're trying to use all the stuff that like Ray is teaching you and all these gurus are teaching you, but they don't teach you to find a problem first. And so if I find a problem that somebody wants to solve, that's where my leverage is. Okay. That's where all my leverage is. And now I can say, hey, are you open to watching this video? Because it's going to solve your problem. See, most people, here's the thing, I'm going to draw this out for you, and then I'll take Q&A. Okay. But I'm going to draw this out because I think this is the coup de grace to what we're talking about here. Okay. I'm going to draw a person's head. Okay. And this is his, this is his nose. And then he's got really, he's got some eyes right here, and he's got, you know, some eyebrows. He's got here, and he's got it all. Oh, he looks kind of angry, but he's not. He's just looks kind of evil. Oh, didn't go for the evil look. Let's scratch that out because he's not mad, and he's got an ear. Okay, here's the deal. We are usually sending people information. Okay, so like this person has a hat. Okay, this is a hat. Okay, and let's color this thing in. Okay, all right. So this hat is keeping the information from getting in. So we're saying, hey, watch this video. Hey, take this thing in. Hey, do this thing. And what's happening is it just ends up bouncing off. Okay, because we haven't opened their mind yet. But once we, oh, son of a, I need to undo that. It messed up my whole presentation with it, didn't it? All right, so once I take away the hat, okay, my mind is open now. The information can actually go in, and it creates an emotional connection to the problem that's being solved when they watch the information. Isn't that right, Nita? Nita? Is it Nita? Nita, isn't it? So Nita's even feeling it, okay? Nita's even feeling it. Does that make sense, guys? If I don't open their mind first to the possibilities of what life could look like if I showed them some information that they had no idea existed, what happens to them emotionally? Like most people is like, okay, like this guy sent me some information today, and he's just like, hey, watch this video. Fuck, I'm gonna watch your video for. I don't know what it's gonna do for me. I literally haven't created. I don't know the benefit. You have to create the benefit. And guess, here's the deal. I'm gonna go over this thing too, because I've been doing this for I did this 4 times on coaching calls today. So I guess I need to do it with you guys. Here's the deal, and then I'll take Q&A. Here's the 6 things that that people join network marketing companies for. No one's going over this shit at your event either, I'll tell you that much. All right, so okay. Each and every one of you joined for one of these things. One of them is the most important thing for you. And I want you to put it in the comments. You either, there's the culture, the community, the support, right? The leadership. Maybe, you just love John and Tanya and Julie and all these people and Shiloh, all these people. Maybe it's the system. Maybe you're like, oh my God, I've been in network marketing forever and no one's ever shown me a system like this that has customers on this side and the business on this side. And I can actually plug people in and they can actually duplicate it, yada, yada. Or maybe this training, man, I've never seen anything like One Voice. I've never seen anything like M Life Nation. I mean, the training is just on point, swish, you're right. The products work. And then the company does this thing where they sell you more products in the end. And it's like, oh my God, it's just, I love the product, nothing like it. I can lead with BioCell, I can lead with Trim, I can do this. Or the comp plan. It's man, the comp plan is just awesome. Typically not the comp plan because most network marketing, like I said, they pay about the same. A lot of companies pay in the front, either the middle or the back, but most network marketing companies pay the same green money somewhere. They just put it different places, okay? And don't let anybody tell you any different because guess what? The government regulates all that shit. So it's really just where they can put the money, front, middle, back. That's it, okay? And so each and every one of you has one of these that is the most important to you, okay? So which one is it for you? I know it's hard to pick, and a lot of times, it is like a cult, like a, you know, bunch system. Okay, I know for me, it was leadership. I wanted to connect with somebody. When John hit me up, I was like, hell yeah, dog! Like I look up to John like he's like a big brother to me. So yes, the culture and the community were great, and that's why I wouldn't have joined if all the other stuff sucked. I wouldn't have John just couldn't have been in my inbox and be like, hey dude, like, do this. You know what I mean? All the other things had to, be there. They couldn't be like zeros out of 10. But understand, like, it was the leadership that would really got me. And so, all right. Now get this. A lot of us try to sell the thing that we love to our prospects. Because we love the product, guess what? We try to sell the product to them. Because we love the comp plan, we try to sell how awesome the comp plan is. Because we love the culture, we try to sell that. Where they would probably buy, if you find out the thing they want to buy, that's what you position as $500 of the biggest package. If you find out somebody really wants leadership, then you position the leadership as $500 instead of trying to say like, oh, you're paying $500 for this product package. No, you package the leadership as worth $500, and then they're going to get all the other stuff as a bonus. Make sense? You need to sell people what they want, not what you want to sell them. This ain't about you. That's all it is. You just find out what they want. You find out what the most important thing to them is. You find out what their fears are. And then you position, oh my God, I'm really scared because I just don't think I've done it. I've never done this before. I never feel like I have support. I just, and I just get beat up every time I do one of these things. My mom and my sister and my brother, they always tell me I'm such a jerk and I just don't know how to do it. This culture is going to lift you up. Okay. This culture, I'm telling you, like, you get around this culture every single, look at all these people supporting each other. Let me take out my phone real quick. Let me show you this group. Look at this. Look at all these people supporting each other. How would it feel every day if every day you woke up or anytime you felt like you were just getting beat up a little bit, you just went into this group and everybody picked you up? That one reason that somebody doesn't buy, you haven't even gotten to that fear and shown them the solution because we haven't really truly had that conversation with them. And it just comes down to asking solid questions. Okay. All right. So that's all I got. I'll take some questions. And was this valuable for you? Anybody have some like aha moments, breakthrough stuff? And let me let's see. How do you work this? How do you work this dang fangled thing? All right. So and feel free to unmute yourself if you want to ask questions. And then I'll give you guys some cool stuff. So I'll give you guys access to our scripts. Okay, pretty cool. They're really good. I feel like they're the best scripts in the industry because they're not like cookie cutter scripts. They teach you how to communicate type scripts. We try to do things a lot differently than a lot of other people. So this scripts guide that I'll give you guys access to, it's meant to make you a better connector and a better communicator. I don't want to. I hate when I see stuff that's not making you better because like the small you, each and every one of us has a small us and a big us. Okay. And a lot of these gurus, they want to attack the small you and say, oh, well, let me just make it so you don't have to talk on the phone or you don't have to message people or you don't have to do this or you don't have to do this. But nothing's wrong with that stuff. Just get better at it. Nothing is hard in life. This is what we teach our kids. There is nothing that's hard. You're just not good enough yet. So are you willing to do the work to be good enough? Dad, riding my bike's hard. No, it's not. It's not hard at all. You just have to get better at it. You just have to practice. Talking on the phone's hard. No, it's not. You just have to practice. One of my biggest life lessons, there is nobody that's born with anything. Okay? There's nobody that's born being good at sales. There's nobody that's born being, well, I was born extremely good looking, but there's nobody that's born with any other thing. Okay. All those other things are taught. Okay. I saw Ada. She was like, yeah, that's right. I'm really, yeah, I agree. But understand that, like, nobody's good at sales. Nobody's like a gifted athlete from birth. It's all about our environment. Okay. Think about it. If I grow up in Britain, is my accent likely going to be different? Yeah, because I'm in the environment. A lot of us either intentionally or unintentionally have learned things. Everything that you know is learned. Everything that you are good at isn't learned. So you just haven't learned it yet. And then you just make a decision. Well, do I want to learn it? Say yes or no. You don't have to learn everything. I don't think life is about learning everything. I think we should take a huge lesson from Henry Ford. And, when he was grilled, if you know that story, when he was put on trial, and all these people were asking him questions, and he was like, I don't know the answer to that. He was on trial. They were like taking Ford Motor Company to court. And he was like, I don't know the answer to all that stuff. I have people for that. I press buttons for those things. You don't need to know how to edit videos. You don't need to know how to do all this stuff. Like, we have an entire team of people that work for us, and they work for free. The girl that runs our Instagram accounts. We have information that she wants to learn how to be a good freelancer and build a business online. So, in exchange for her doing everything on Instagram, and she actually wants to do Instagram. She loves Instagram. So I'm never going to bring somebody on to do something they hate. Okay. That's stupid. I think that's the biggest mistake in the world today of employing people is, even if you need a body, why put a body on a job that they hate doing it? That's just bad energy going into the product that's being produced. The mission that we should all be on is not to not work jobs. The mission that we should be on is to only work a job that we love. Okay. So even if your network marketing business allowed you to make a little extra money, and you took a pay cut at a job that you hate and went to a job that you loved because it didn't matter about how much money you made at that job, that's the beauty of what network marketing can provide people. And so I used to be the biggest anti-job person in my message, 4 or 5 years ago. And now it's just, it's not what it's about. It's about helping people find their place on this planet and what they're good at, so they can love what they're doing and not have to worry about the money. You know what I mean? So hopefully that helps. So what are we talking about with break takeaways? And again, ask questions if you need. So 100 comments a day and overcome this. Yes. And if you don't make 100, if you really go through the day, try it. If you literally try to do 100 and you can't, then do 25 and do what you can. All you can do is all you can do, and all you can do is enough. Okay. Tips for closing one who is really interested but just won't jump. Everybody will jump if they're really interested. You just haven't found out why. So tips is asking questions. You got to be detective. Sometimes it's just hey, what if you did join this? If you did, rock this today. Again, I think my favorite closing question. I gotta plug in. Hold on. My thing went from 3% to 0% real quick. So my favorite closing question, as let's see here, is finding out what someone wants. Okay. And then basically asking them, okay, if you don't join today, what other way do you have to get that? So if someone's like, I want to pay off my debt. All right, cool. How much debt you want to pay off? 20 grand. All right, awesome. When do you want to pay that 20 grand off? All right, 2 years. All right, so we need to make an extra $20,000 in 2 years. All right, that's X amount of dollars a year. What other way do you have to pay off that amount of debt in just 2 years if you don't join today? And then shut up. Because basically, if they say no, or I don't have another way, and then they don't join, then they really didn't want to pay off the debt. So we just got to find out, one, why people jump, and then like position it to where the only thing, it's either don't join or take, it's like we take no off the table. A lot of us, we keep no on the table. We keep an option of like, yeah, this is no. I want to basically bring it down to, hey, which package is better for you, the 500 or the 250? So hopefully that helps in terms of getting people to jump. Everybody will jump. Everybody jump out of a damn plane and give them a reason to. You know, I can't remember what book this was, but it was an analogy about like, if your kid, or if there's a burning building and someone says like, hey, I need you to jump. I need you to walk. You're on building A and there's building B and there's a plank and there's like a fire all around. And someone says, hey, walk across that plank. And you're going to be like, no, you walk across the plank and then kill yourself for telling me to walk across the plank, right? And you're going to walk across that plank. Your kid's on the other side. No one's got to tell you to walk across the plank, right? So everybody's got a reason to jump across that plank. You just got to find out what it is. And if you haven't found out what it is, you just haven't asked enough questions or the right questions. One of my friends today, I got to give him credit for this because it was hot. He said some shit like, he was like, when you type something into Google and you don't get the answer that you want, you X that shit out and you retype the question. If you're not getting the answers that you want in your life, if you're not getting the answers that you want from other people, ask a different question. Every time you go to Google, you ask, if you don't get the answer you want, you ask a better question until you get the answer that you want that shows up top page, page number 1 right there. Same thing goes for whoever you're connecting with. Ask better questions. You're not getting the answer you want, think about it. Ask better questions. And it takes practice. You can't, I mean, if you're not used to asking questions, it does take some practice to ask better questions. But practice it everywhere. Ask better questions to your spouse, your kids, your coworkers, your boss. You ask different, I mean, if you start asking better questions and think, every time you don't get an answer that you want, you got to think like, damn, maybe I should ask a better question. Instead of blaming them for not answering the right way, maybe I should ask a better question. All of a sudden, because you take responsibility, this is a whole nother lesson, but you start taking responsibility for things, all of a sudden you hold on to all the power. Responsibility means power. So when you hold on to the power, you're not relinquishing the power to somebody else. You're not relinquishing the blame on anybody else. It's all you. So you hold on to that power. That's like when someone, if I'm in a deal where I want to close something that's like anything over like $10,000, and I can feel that they're just kind of like not dealing it, I'll take the deal off the table before they have a chance, because I want the power. I'm not going to give you the power. If I feel like you're already going to say no, because I've been around enough people that I can like smell your no, right? Or I can smell that we're not going to be a good fit for each other, I'm going to take the power off the table. Because if you tell me no, I'm going to go into sales mode and I'm going to hit you. Because I don't want, but I know that that's not good for me to bring on someone that isn't in alignment with what we're doing. You know, it's not worth the money to bring someone on that I don't love and that's not going to love me back. Because it's just not worth my time. It's not, I mean, wasting time on people that you don't need to be around. You know, people disqualify themselves. So hopefully that helps. What time are you training us next week? All right. So any other questions we got? Because I have another meeting at 9 with my coach. So what you guys got? What else we got? I knew I kind of flew through the stuff. Honestly, what I was going to give you guys. So the scripts are at ilcuniversity.com/profit scripts. Okay. Profit scripts. So ilcuniversity.com/profit scripts. Okay. All you gotta do is just download those. They'll show up in your email and print them off. Please print them off. and just have them next to your phone, have them on your desk, and just, look at them. I mean, make them yours. That's the whole point of those scripts, is not to create a robot. It's to create a real human that solves problems. If you type in hashtag ILCTV into YouTube, go to YouTube, subscribe to our channel, and what I want you to do, we have a whole playlist of things strictly for network marketing. Okay. So when it comes to goal setting, we have a really, really good video on goal setting. I think everybody should go to or watch, because it just shows you the daily activity. It breaks it down to a number. And the cool thing about this video is it creates belief. Okay. Sometimes you need to see a number to believe it. Because sometimes you saying, all right, I want to make $2,000 by the end of January, like, it may be unbelievable for you because you haven't done it before. But then when you break it down and you're like, okay, I got 87 days and all I need to do is get 2 people to watch a video, and I could do that, right? All of a sudden you start thinking, like, I can do this. Huh. And then everything changes when, like, you're talking to yourself differently. Okay. So go to YouTube, type in hashtag ILCTV, and then you can subscribe to the channel, and then make sure to go to the playlist that just says network marketing training. Okay. And I'm going to give you guys a bonus. I'll send everything to Kathleen. That way you guys can, like, have it. But there's a training that I did for a team of girls in a different company. And after I did this training, they had 6 straight months of record-breaking months. And so I'll send that to you guys too, because I went over probably some similar stuff, but, like, it's a 2-session training that'll give you guys access to as well. Okay. Yeah. So go through it. I know life can seem busy and you're like, oh my God, 2 hours. Like, again, break it down into 15 minutes. Like, again, a lot of time, here's what most people kind of struggle with, because, like, they hear 2 hours and they're like, oh man, how the hell am I going to fit 2 hours? There was things that when I was really, like, when I was digging into training a lot back in the day, like there'd be like these 2-hour training, 3-hour trainings. And what I found was, I was like, man, I don't have 3 hours of free time, but I would break down that 3 hours, like, over a week. And so, like, how do you eat an elephant, right? You take one little bite by bite. So what I found was other people in this community were just complaining and bitching and moaning and like, oh my God, the videos are too long. And I was just like, bite by bite. Bite by bite. And so where they weren't even watching the video, or they may only made it through 15 or 30 minutes, I was so disciplined to just say, okay, I'm going to watch this video. I'm going to take my notes for 30 minutes. And then tomorrow I'm going to come back and watch the other 30 minutes and the next 30 minutes and the next 30 minutes. And then I would take action. So, like, where, yeah, it may take you a month to get through those videos, but guess what? You got through them. Okay. And that's the point. It doesn't matter how much time. And we talked about it. You have an abundance of time, right? Just chunk it down. Chunk. Okay. Any last questions before I got to roll?
It's 9 o'clock, so I don't know, but I just wanted to hop in and just say thank you, because you said some things that I've never heard before, like some tips I've never heard before, and I can just see everybody's faces and their eyes going like that was really good. And then you just poured your belief into us, which was awesome. So thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'll tell you this, the best way you can say thank you is to just go out there and create a result from anything I talked about tonight. The best thank you would be 3 months from now and be like, yo, I hit $2,000 because of something you said, 3 months ago. You know what I mean? Like, just go out there and create something from anything that we talked about tonight. It doesn't have to be big. It could be small, but just go do something. Okay. And whatever it is, it's okay. Doesn't matter if it's this thing or that thing, or it doesn't have to be what Ida's doing or what Kathleen's doing or anybody, right? Do your thing. All right. So
Got it.
Y'all have a good night. Look forward to hearing you guys. And let us know too, when you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, we always do custom stuff. So if you subscribe to our YouTube channel and you send out a message or you connect with our Instagram channel, we always create custom stuff. So if you ask that, hey, look, I want to create a video on this, or how do you do this? We always create it. We create everything. All right.
Awesome.
All right, guys.
Thank you,
All right.
Ryan.
Have a good night.
Good night.
All right. Bye.